100k US dollars a month from New York or 10k US dollars a month from anywhere in the world? Let's be honest, which one are you really chasing? Let me tell you a story they don't put in textbooks. Everyone dreams of big salaries, 6 figures, high-rise offices, city life. It sounds sexy, but no one tells about the taxes, the burnouts, the 9 p.m. Slack messages, and the fact that you can't leave the damn city. Meanwhile, I choose 10k US dollars a month from anywhere in the world because what I want is not just money, it's sovereignty. I remember a moment in a room holding a smartphone that kept on overheating and data bundles that barely lasted even an hour, but with just one question burning in me: can I build a life without borders? Not just money, but freedom. I didn't grow up in Manhattan, I didn't have a fancy network, but I had YouTube, a hunger, and a belief that I didn't need to be in a glass building to win. And that belief led me to Forex and eventually coming to sovereignty. Let's talk about most people's dream. 100k US dollars in New York City. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But let's break it down. You work in 10 to 12 hours a day, and in fact, sometimes even weekends. Your rent is between 5k US dollars to 7k US dollars a month. Taxes eating 35 to 45% of what you earn. Gym, transport, insurance, overpriced food. You're left hustling for a life you barely get to live. And if in tech or finance, layoffs can happen anytime. Your entire life is tied to a boss, location, and a schedule. Surely, these are golden handcuffs. Shiny, but still handcuffs. With that said, when I ask, would you rather make 10k US dollars from anywhere in the world? I'm not asking about less money, I'm asking about control, more peace, time, presence, and power. The power to wake up anywhere, work anytime, and never beg for leave. So the real question isn't who makes more, it's who owns their time, who chooses their mornings, and who gets to say yes to living. With just 10k US dollars a month and full control of one's time, here's what's possible. You can live in Bali, Uganda, or Lisbon comfortably and luxuriously. You save more due to the very low costs of living. You trade any time of the day that matches your style. No meetings, no man anxieties, and no fake smiles. Now imagine you wake up in Nairobi, do a 2-hour trading session, close chats, go on a motor ride in Bali, and meanwhile next week, you're watching sunsets in Cape Town while your income still flows. That's what I want in Forex, a way without borders, a skill that moves with you, not tied to a country, but tied to consistency. That's what it means to choose the right skill at the right time with the right mindset. The World Economic Forum reports show that by 2030, 1 in 3 workers will be location independent. And according to the World Bank reports, 70% of the high-income earners in developing countries are now remote. Wanna know the biggest shift? They are not chasing promotions, they are chasing freedom. A Harvard Business Review survey shows that 70% of people with high-income jobs say take a pay cut for more freedom. That's why people finally realize that freedom is now the flex. And meanwhile, the digital nomad communities are exploding. Over 30 million people are working remotely while traveling. And you'll be surprised when you know the skills they use: trading, copywriting, sales, coding, content creation. But guess what most of them want? It's stability while moving. That's why I pitch Forex, because it forces discipline which can be leveraged in other sectors of your life. And once you learn to manage risk, it's one of the few global skills that can pay from anywhere. At least Gen Z should be different. Instead of chasing gold watches and leather chairs, we should chase time with families, freedom to travel, ownership of our mornings. But here's the trap: social media tricks you into thinking it's fast. No bro, it's grind in silence, it's learning when no one claps, it's building a skill till it pays you every damn month. And this is our generation's decision: status versus freedom, office versus option, city rent versus global peace. You don't need millions, you need a skill that pays and the guts to work out. I pick sovereignty over salary, and I bet everything on it. Look, I'm not at 9 to 5. If it fits you and fulfills you, salute. Just don't say you'll travel later, one day will be free. Time doesn't refund. You have to choose now, because money without freedom, it's slavery in this case. If you've ever felt like something is off with a 9 to 5 treadmill, if you've ever asked yourself, isn't there more to life than this? Then bro, it's time to stop scrolling, time to build a skill that fits you no matter where you are. So here's your call. If you're watching this, the algorithm didn't bring you here by mistake. It's time to make a real move. Start learning that skill. If it's trading, you join our Forex trading WhatsApp group. You don't sell dreams, we sharpen skills. Start with step 1. You won't feel ready, but do it anyway. Because one day, you'll be living free. Remember this video. 100k US dollars in New York, or 10k US dollars with global freedom. I choose sovereignty, and now it's your turn. Sovereignty is a real goal. As always, you're on this journey to success, and I'm cheering for you every step of the way.